What's going on, guys? Steve Blake here. If you guys are just joining us, we're doing our favorite things from the past year. I've talked about health and wellness. I've talked about my favorite sneakers. I've talked about my favorite luxury good pickup. We've done some artwork. We did some booze. Now we're gonna do clothing. I'm gonna share two specific things that I really loved and talk about why I love them. And yeah, this is, again, my favorite things that released this past year. I've really slowed down on buying. I've tried to buy things that are timeless or things I can get a lot of use and wear out of. So it's seldom that I'm buying new things, but I want to share with you some of my favorite pickups from this past year. So we'll get into it right now. All right, we'll talk about denim. So the denim that I'm wearing, the denim that I have here, this is all Levi's Made in Japan collection. Now there's a wide range of denims and qualities. Levi's Made in Japan reminded me of, especially in hand, of kind of like APC's older quality, some of like the raw or salvage denim that I've had in the past. It's like really high quality, you know, hidden rivets, reinforced, that sort of thing. I think the problem for Levi's Made in Japan is their price point, like, which typically is like around $300 a pair, puts them in a tier where it's like, I might like think about a different brand or you know, do something more bespoke or independent. However, recently their whole line's been like, I don't know if they're discontinuing it or what. I found them like 40 to 60% off, and clothing had them 40 to 60% off. And now when you're buying that same pair of denim at like $120 to $170, that price range, there's not too many things that compare. I picked up 3 different pairs. The pair that I'm wearing, I love, has so many fun colors in it. I get so many compliments on it. I just love the patchworky stitching and colors. It's just so fun, expressive and nice. Another pair I picked up, and these are all salvage denim as well. This is a raw denim from Levi's. Again, has the Made in Japan. Has a really nice leather back tab as well. This is something that I'm looking forward to wearing and just seeing it evolve and fade in color as time goes on. See the little selve edging there. And like, I know like jeans aren't the most exciting thing, or like people have all their different opinions, but I do think like if you're gonna make an investment in something that you're gonna wear, you know, hundreds of times, buying good quality, I think really makes a big difference. From the Made in Japan collection, I also picked up this pair. This is a pair of 501s. I love the subtle distressing here. These are all like little clippings and resews down here. It just gives it like a nice texture and contrast. I think separately too, when I was looking for denim, like I'd been wearing a lot of clothes that were like elastic waistband or like from like Stone Island pants or like Jordan brand mesh pants, that sort of thing. In the past year, I think I've lost like 25 pounds maybe. And I think for that reason, I was like, okay, like let me like go into my closet and like get some stuff that like fits well. Unfortunately, like since I bought these, I've lost a little bit more weight. So I might have to get them taken in a little bit, but it's always easier to make things smaller than bigger, tailoring wise. But it was nice to say, okay, like I've hit a good point where I know this weight, I've been there for a while, like let's get something nice for myself. So the denim, besides being something that was one of my favorite pickups this past year, was also like a moment of like, oh, this is nice. I've reached that point for me, so. All right, next, you know, I am a huge Bare Knuckles fan. Their basics collection this past year, especially, you know, Jacob is a very good and close friend. Talking to him and listening to Cole kind of talk through the ways that they reimagine their basics collection, and they're doing it from the ground up, and materials and cut and fit and fade. And this basics hoodie in particular was inspired by a orange beanie that was like left on a dashboard for too long, so kind of sun stained. I love the colors on it. Each one's unique. I wore this like a week before it came out. I wore it to like a party with some of my friends that like aren't into streetwear and everything, and I got so many compliments on it. And since like bought, I think I have 4 that I'm giving as Christmas gifts this year in orange. So everyone's gonna be in their little matching uniforms, but I have this in red and sage as well. All right, guys, so for favorite clothing, Bare Knuckles, the Levi's Made in Japan, 2 of my favorite things that I picked up this past year. Obviously, let me, as always, let me know if you have a favorite pickup clothing wise this past year. Let me know what you think about my choices here. I'll do my best to link what I showed under retail at the price I spoke to down in the description too, if you're curious to checking it out, but highly recommend them. T Blake signing out. Peace, guys.